Time for the Morning Quickie.
Good morning, everybody. Curtis Koch here, filling in for Bill Guerin, who is experiencing some technical issues with his computer back at his house. But don't worry, the show must go on, and let's get you started off with some of the headlines around here in the northwest suburbs. And we start off with a McHenry man who was charged in a drug-related kidnapping, and he is taking the plea on that as he was sentenced to jail and probation on Friday in connection with a 2016 kidnapping that resulted from what police have called a drug transaction that went bad. Alejandro Diaz, who's 22 years old, he accepted an offer from the McHenry County State's Attorney's Office and pleaded guilty to kidnapping and theft in a connection with a 2016 incident that landed the man and two others in jail. A Crystal Lake woman fighting for the ability to operate an assisted living facility in her home is not giving up. Terry Rubino Gort, who is 67 years old, said that she believes the city is unfairly prohibited her from opening a for-profit business in her large wheelchair-accessible home at 752 Saddle Ridge. She's now working to transform the business into a nonprofit. In December, the Crystal Lake City Council denied her request for a special use permit, partially because of the Planning and Zoning Commission twice recommended that the plan be denied. Neighbors voiced concerns about the possibility of increased traffic and the possible negative effect of the property values. Nursing care facilities are permitted as a special use in residential zoning districts if they meet certain standards. Moving on, Robert Hanlon, the $400 an hour attorney representing Algonquin Township Highway Commissioner Andrew Gasser, has a long history of missing important court deadlines, according to the Northwest Herald. The Woodstock lawyer's most recent miss was revealed in December when he appeared in a Lake County courtroom alongside Gasser to defend a contempt charge brought against him in a complex and expensive labor case on its way to appeals court and after being dismissed multiple times. A review of federal and circuit court filings have revealed numerous occasions where Hanlon, whose firm was billed the Algonquin Township Highway Department more than $400,000 since June 2017, failed to meet a deadline in court, a trial that led to a Chicago lawyer in 2016 to call for sanctions. Next, we all know what you guys are thinking about besides that rough Bears loss last night. You're probably thinking about the Golden Globes as well. Well, here are some of the winners last night, and just in no particular order. Best Director in any motion picture went to Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. The Best Motion Picture Drama, a little controversy here, Bohemian Rhapsody took home that award. The Best Motion Picture for a musical/comedy was Green Book. The Best Actress for a Drama was Glenn Close from The Wife. Best Actor went to Rami Malek from Bohemian Rhapsody. Best Actress from a musical comedy was Olivia Colman, who was in The Favorite. And Best Actor for a musical comedy, it was Christian Bale in Vice. Now let's get a check of the weather with the Duchess.
Good day, Suburbia. This is the Duchess, and here's our 7-day forecast. Today, rain is likely with a high of 52 degrees. Yeah, you heard that correctly, with tonight being a low of 35. Then tomorrow, showers and wind will get as high as 38. Wednesday, cold, partly cloudy, a high of only 22. On Thursday, partly cloudy again, a high of 27. Friday, clouds continue with a high of 32. On Saturday, cloudy again with a high of 34. Then on Sunday, clouds with a high of 34.
Thank you, Duchess. And I hear that you have a little message for those who are trying to stay fit.
If you are following Duchess Fit on Instagram, you know that we are doing a January plank challenge, and it's not too late to start today. 20-second plank. Come on, you can do that. 20 seconds, no big deal.
And it seems like now every day there's a new sort of national holiday. So the Duchess, tell us, what is today's national holiday?
Today we celebrate National Bobblehead Day. It's observed annually on January 7th. This day recognizes a day of celebration for all spring-connected head-bobbing figurines. Go figure.
Making the transition to sports, we have a new Super Bowl prediction courtesy of Poppy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Poppy Picklebottom again, and I'm sorry to tell you that the Bears will not be going against the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl like I had originally predicted. However, I do believe that my Kansas City Chiefs are going to do swimmingly this weekend against the Colts coming up, and I do now predict that it will be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Rams in Atlanta this year, 2019. You can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be right this time, I will.
Thank you, Poppy. And speaking of those Bears, we will get into your sports in just a little bit. But first, we have a few updates from the community calendar. Starting on January 26th, later on this month at 7 p.m., for $12, you can go and participate in a Saturday night dance for ages 18 up. Put on your dancing shoes and grab a partner and swing away to some of the wonderful music that the club and event has to offer with a evening full of dance and fun. Enjoy a dance lesson for the first 45 minutes. Then you can go ahead and just dance the night away. Refreshments, of course, will be served. And as I said earlier, $12 is the price per person. It increases to $15 if you're not registered 3 days prior to the dance before then. A lot of fun stuff happening later on this month, too. We got a snow sculpting competition in Lake Geneva. Every winter, the Lake Geneva hosts Winterfest. It's a 9-day festival that celebrates art, winter, family, and fun with over a dozen amazing events. Winterfest is home to dozens of events, including the United States National Snow Sculpting Championship. I didn't even know that was a thing, where 15 teams of the most talented snow sculptors and artists from around the country gather to compete for a national title. The entire competition is open to the public for free, so you don't have to pay to get in. So Winterfest attendees can actually watch the artists work. For more information, you can go ahead and look it up at the Village of Lake Geneva's website. And of course, with Groundhog Day coming up in early February, Groundhog Days will take place in Woodstock in the Woodstock Square from January 31st to February 3rd.
Confidence was going. Like I said, I mean, there's really no answer to it. I thought I hit a good ball, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. I mean, I feel terrible, and I 100% take that loss on me, and it is what it is, but the sun's going to shine tomorrow. Life's going to go on, and unfortunately, it's going to sting for a while.
Yeah, Bears fans, you're not going to like hearing that, as that was Cody Parkey after the team's 16-15 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night at Soldier Field. Parkey had a rough season, as he had several instances, I think 5 or 6 actually, where he hit the upright, and even though that was the main storyline of the game, there were other things that factored into the loss as well, including the fact that Tariq Cohen didn't get the ball very much in the game, leading to the Bears' loss again to the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's head coach Matt Nagy.
We didn't hit the ultimate goal, so that's always what keeps you going. It pushes you as players. It pushes you as coaches. It's not good enough. That's not who we're going to be, and we're going to strive to be the best. We're going to do everything we possibly can. But I know this: I wouldn't trade this year. I wouldn't trade a single day for anything. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm gonna let it hurt right now for a little bit. I'm gonna feel it, as everybody should, but it's gonna make me better.
Yeah, and Chicago didn't have very good luck in all sports yesterday, as there was only one team that won, and they weren't even in Chicago. It was the Blackhawks. They were on the road yesterday as they got the 5-3 victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's now the 10th time that the Blackhawks have beaten the Penguins straight. So they have 10 straight wins against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hopefully they can play more games against the Penguins at some point in the near future, but that won't be the case, as they are done. They have the season sweep against the Penguins as they won, like I said, 5-3. You got goals from Dylan Strome, with Patrick Kane having 3 assists in that game as well. Also, taking note, Jonathan Toews with the empty netter. Alex DeBrincat on the power play got one, and Duncan Keith got his first goal of the year, as well as Chris Kunitz, who in his first game back on the lineup in for roughly a few weeks now, and playing against his former team, the Penguins, as where he won the 2009 Stanley Cup with. He had a goal in that one as well, so it was a special moment for Kunitz in that one. The Bulls, like I said, they weren't winners either. They lost 117-100 to the Brooklyn Nets last night, or actually yesterday evening, at the United Center. Bulls now fall to 10 wins and 30 losses on the year. We do, of course, have one more final piece of words here, wrapping up the broadcast, and it's a big thank you to you, the listener, for sticking with us, and the Duchess has something to say as well.
From all of us here at the Morning Quickie, Happy New Year. Unfortunately, we have been dealing with some major technical difficulties, but we are on the road to wellness, so thank you so much for tuning in today. And hey, do me a favor, tell 2 friends to listen to this as well. We really need your help to spread the word of the Morning Quickie.
That things aren't going my way, 'cause that would be boring. Spend my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date.